What's going on, boys and gals and boys and it's your boy. It's your boy Dieggerss. We're gonna be watching the CETRION breakdown. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it.
Hey everyone,
Just
this
get
is
it.
Surreal with Game Informer, and I'm here with Steve Brownback. You might know him as 16-bit. We are here to show off CETRION, basically give you guys a quick rundown of our entire moveset. Steve, what do you think is sort of like the highlight for CETRION here?
CETRION
Sorry,
is the
I'm
elder
super
god
tired.
of nature and life, kind of the opposite of Shinnok, who
This
is
came
the
out like
elder
a
god
couple
of
days
death.
ago.
The
It's
first
kind
thing
of late,
to go over
but
would be a lot of her normal
fuck it.
attacks have really cool effects. Like this is
Okay.
just her sweep, and she's literally
Damn,
summoning a
what?
volcano of hot lava.
Oh, wow.
This is like her jab
Shit.
string, where you can literally see she's, spinning around on fire, and the follow-up is a meteor comes from the sky to smash into you.
Oh, that's really cool.
Her jump attacks are huge. Her throws, she always summons stuff.
Okay.
damn.
Is the back throw different?
This is the forward throw.
Okay.
Yeah, every character has a different back and forward throw.
Okay.
So pretty much in all aspects, she uses her powers and literally bops you over the head with a rock for her overhead.
Nice.
The main game plan, I would say, is pretty much keeping you out. I would call her one of the premier keep-out characters in the game.
Okay.
And it's through strategic stuff. She is not just simply throw fireballs.
Okay.
So like, for example, her core projectile is this cool beam where
Oh.
she can do it in the air
Damn,
or
there's a
just
bit of
standing
Black
there.
Adam there.
Firestorm.
And she can
Justice.
actually do a close version, a medium,
Okay.
and a far, and the amplify
It's got
is
the
this
noise,
double one that'll
the
actually
Firestorm
sweep
thing,
across the
too.
screen. So you can see she's
Like
got
his
a.
main-
It has some startup, like it's not instant, but it controls this mid-range really, really
what
well.
was it?
Another one is this
It wasn't a
boulder
projectile. It
toss,
was like his combo start, not
where she
starter,
throws this
but
boulder
combo
across the ground, and it
enhancer.
pretty much controls the ground again with a lot of startup. So she's not going to do spamming projectiles.
Mhm.
She has to kind of
Right.
decide when she's going to go in and do the moves, but
Right.
they're really, really strong.
So teleports can beat that, I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Or you can jump over it, which
Oh.
leads to the third move, which is an anti-air one.
Okay.
You
Damn,
can see
so that one doesn't hit them at all, unless they're in the air.
it actually has a crushing blow.
Oh, if it-
It
if
does
it-
a boatload of damage if they happen to be jumping into it.
Okay. Can it hit you like outside of the air in any way?
It won't hit you if you're just standing.
Damn.
So these two moves
Alright,
kind of
that's very
complement each other.
specific.
She has this
Right.
one on the ground. You can almost think of it like a high or air fireball
Right.
with a lot of startup, but they do a lot of damage.
They're really
Right.
fast.
Another
Like,
one of
those
her
are
core
fast
moves is her
projectiles.
vine grab. And this will actually hit the opponent anywhere. It tracks to where they are. It's a low, and the amplified one can set
Damn,
up
it
for a
looks like
combo.
mid.
Like she gets a free attack when she burns you. So
Like where it grabs you is mid, but like,
I like to go into some of these overhead and
Alright.
mix
obviously
ups.
comes out as a low.
So yeah, just to give us the highlights of like what are her most useful strings, you think?
I think this is 4, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And it has a lot of range. It's kind of her go-to mid-range. You can see it ends in an overhead, so one of my favorite tricks that catches everybody is instead of finishing it, I go for the low. And they can interrupt that, but if they start interrupting that, you go ahead and just finish the string.
That's super cool.
Another one I like to do is her back 3-2, which is a low with a ton of range. She does not have a great overhead. She kind of has to do her generic overhead where she does
Okay.
a combo, but this is a low because, really good range,
Damn.
like it's really fast.
All right.
Another one of her core normals is her forward 1, 3-2. It's very, very quick. And then 1-1-3 is awesome because, 1-1-4, because this is actually, I completely lied. 2-1-3 is what I meant.
Okay.
This one is a crushing blow. If it happens to punish or counter, like you do a move that's
Okay, so with that low like vine grab that she has in the trailer that I reacted to, that combos if you amplify it. So you could go into that low move that he was doing that starts low and then goes overhead, but if you don't finish with the overhead, you could go into the low and then continue into a combo if you amplify that vine grab. So she'll have small combos. She probably won't have anything big.
too slow and I interrupt it, she actually gets a huge crushing blow. The rock will bop him on the head and she gets mega damage. Yeah. Bop. And then she gets a pop-up.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
okay.
So a lot of times with crushing blows, you get additional damage or dot damage. This one, she actually gets a combo opportunity.
Okay. So let's go into some of her variations. What do you think? How much can she change?
so that
depending
adds
on
on
sort of
to
your
her combo.
customizations and some of the
Her
variations?
combo.
Her
Like,
customizations
opportunity, as
really
you said.
amplify. She has buff moves that actually help her, and she has a lot of keep out tactics that are like, they complement her special moves. Like in this loadout, I gave her ground pound. It's a double hitting ground pound. It can hit from full screen. So that complements her rock move. She can do these rock moves.
A little bit of Goro
She can do the
right
vine,
there.
and the
Little
opponent's
ground
not
pound.
going to want to jump because of the anti-air
He does his a
rock.
fuck
They're
ton
gonna
more
wanna
than
kind
twice.
of walk their way in or do their teleports, and she can catch you with her low ground pound. I also gave her H2O teleport. It's kind of
That's
similar to
fast
Raiden's
as
teleport.
fuck.
She can go close or behind you. And this would be good in a matchup where her
That's like
zoning's
the
not very
Raiden
effective.
teleport
Like maybe
fast.
Liu
Like,
Kang's
holy
using
shit.
his low fireball and straight fireball very effectively, and she actually has to be the one to get in instead of keeping you out. She can teleport to close the distance.
That's
really
like
fast.
MKX Raiden
Is that
teleport.
punishable
Right
if you can predict it?
Yes, if you wait, she has a lot of recovery. You can see I'm blocking.
Okay.
It's pretty fast though. You're definitely gonna have to, kind of similar to Raiden, you're gonna have to know that she's gonna do it.
Right. Any other interesting sort of variations you can build with her that maybe you're not
Yes.
showing off here?
I
Okay.
also gave her Deadly Wind, which is this really fast, kind of traditional
You don't even get a
projectile.
combo off
If
of
you
that,
notice,
though.
she normally doesn't have in her loadout. Her projectiles are like the Hellfire
High or
move.
low, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So this is kind of a traditional one, and she amplifies it, actually goes full screen. You can
I
see it
wouldn't
doesn't
even
do
use
huge
that
damage. It
as an
doesn't set up for a
ability. You already
combo,
have
it's
too
more
many
like a check.
projectiles. Like you don't need
Okay.
that.
Another one I gave her is one of her buffs. She actually has 4 different buffs she can use, which I'll show you. So this one is
Ooh.
Ring of Fire, which if the opponent's in it, they're going to take dot damage as long as they're in it. You can see it actually is.
Yeah.
All right, so that right there is gonna be perfect if you have them in the corner. Perfect combo setups. You'll get a lot of damage off of that. If it reaches, because it was kind of like I think it centers around her as soon as you use it, which is kind of weird, but it should still hit. It should still hit. That'd be pretty good.
Pretty big. So this would be one where if you're playing more up close, you can have that on, and anything she's doing, they're going to take that dot damage. So like if she goes for a throw, they're still going to be taking it.
Does that also do
Yeah, that'll
damage on
definitely
knockdown?
still go in the corner.
If they're in it, yeah.
Okay.
I also forgot one of her core special moves.
Okay.
My apologies.
Yes.
She has this wall barrier, and the cool thing about this is it absorbs projectiles. So she'll actually absorb it, and I got the crushing blow for absorbing it.
That's cool.
So while her zoning is really
Damn, but they
great,
gotta be like right next
it's
to you.
going to be
if you're
hard for
gonna-
them to counter zone back because of this.
If you're gonna get that crushing blow, because you
This
have to
kind of sets
amplify.
up everything.
It looks like
Actually, this
to
is
get
going
that
to limit the
crushing
projectiles
blow.
that they can throw.
That's
and
gonna be
gonna
fucking
open
difficult.
up all of her slower projectiles that take a while to get out.
Maybe you just have to
Okay.
absorb
So I gave her one more
and
loadout
then
that has
you can just
a
amplify
really
it whenever
powerful buff if
and
she
still get
chooses to
that.
use it.
I don't know.
So this one is her vapor, and while she's in the water, she can actually block combos. For
Wait.
example,
Like, okay. All right.
normally this is a combo. If I get hit, I can't do anything. With this on, oops, give me 1 second. While it's on, even if I get hit, I can actually block the rest of it.
Damn.
Great.
So
So
she literally
you'll
can-
take the first hit, but then
Yep.
you can straight up just block the rest of it?
Yes,
All right.
she can literally break the rules of Mortal Kombat, the combo system, but only if she
super
has
crazy.
the ring out.
Okay.
And this is a 2-slot move, and you only have
Yeah,
3
no, I'm not gonna
slots,
use
so
that.
you are using you're sacrificing
slots? Fuck
one of your
that.
slots. But I mean, if she's in
I
that
like
circle,
having a lot of
it doesn't
abilities.
get better than that.
I'm just gonna
Literally
use
having
like
the ability to
one-slot
block
abilities
combos.
all the time.
Okay. So is there any sort of like detriment to not being in that field? Like there's really no reason you shouldn't be in it?
The main detriment would be if the opponent pushes you out. Like I
Okay.
think the counter net of that would be Liu Kang doing the rest of the string to kind of push you out of it, or the opponent going up and throwing you because you can't block a throw,
Right.
so that would open up throws.
So how easy, like since you're, how easy is it to, like if you're attacking her and you know you're in the ring, like how easy would it be to say like, well, I'm not going to do the whole combo, I'm going to transition into a throw?
That's exactly what I would do.
Okay.
Like if I was Liu Kang, I would do the first part of that kick string, fake her out, she goes to block, because she still has the block, it's not
Right.
automatic,
Okay.
then throw her. Or you could go for like an overhead low mix-up that's only a single hitting thing.
But does she
Okay.
get to?
That's exactly what I would do.
All right.
Or
Does
you
she
could
get to
intentionally do a
hold
block string
blocking?
that's really long that will push her out
Like
on
the whole
purpose.
time,
And
like
then
if she
you
gets
can
hit by
maybe
the low
start
part of
up
that,
another
the very
combo.
first part of his
Exactly.
string,
Okay.
But she's gonna know
That
you're
low
gonna want to
kick.
do that. So like if she reads that you're gonna do a throw,
does she just
she could
hold or
duck
does she
it,
have to time the
throw a
block?
whiff, then she uppercuts you.
I'm
and that
guessing
means
she
she gets a
holds
crushing
it.
blow. Because
Okay.
if you
Tried to
duck
do
a
the
throw
whole
and
time.
uppercut, you get a crushing blow.
All right. Is
I'm
there
guessing, yeah, you just hold it.
anything else you want to show us? Like any cool tricks you've been able to
That's
pull
what
off?
the ability does.
I think
I'm
the
fucking
main
stupid.
thing
That,
about
yeah,
her
you just hold it.
would be you kind of go around a mid-distance and you use your forward 2 move. The opponent's going to kind of not want to hit a button because of the speed of those normals. We're back 3. Then you start using this.
damn, she's
They're going to
fucking
want to go
cool.
back and do projectiles, and that's going to open up the boulder game.
Right.
You mix up the ground boulder, and that's going to cover the ground. You mix up the air boulder, that's going to cover the air. And then you got it. You successfully, they're not doing projectiles. They're
That's
not doing
literally
normals,
the firestorm,
And then that's
like-
when you start using your abilities.
sound
that's
effect.
when you start
Buffing.
having
When
your
she
buffs
does
on.
that
She
fire
also has
thing,
one
that
where
fire
she creates wind
projectile.
and it pushes the opponent back.
That's
Okay.
literally firestorm. Like I can hear it.
She doesn't sound like she's a combo heavy character. Is
It's
it?
got the same sound
Definitely
effect.
not.
Okay.
She does have some combo potential with this, but that's not really the intention for her to be a huge combo character.
Okay.
She's more of a keep you out character and
Alright.
a kind of strategic far away character.
Okay. Do you mind showing us her fatal blow?
Oh yeah, and it's a really cool. The attack, it complements everything about her because
Okay.
it actually hits at any point.
Is it overhead?
Like the rocks will drop down from the sky wherever they happen to be.
I didn't get to see. Was that overhead?
Yeah.
So like one of the things that I like to do is I'll be doing these slow zoning attacks. The opponent's going to want to try to do their projectiles to get back at her, and then I activate it. And since
Nope,
it has
it's a
armor,
mid.
she'll take the projectile and still
Oh, I see.
fatal blown.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. It's really cool. I like that she's sort of like a little bit of there's a little bit of swamp thing in her, which I really appreciate.
I think that's kind of
Would
weird.
you be able to show off any
I think
of
that's
her
just weird
fatalities?
how that isn't an overhead. Oh shit. Oh, new fatality. Oh. Uh-huh. Ew. Oh shit.
Great.
Reminds me of Freddy Krueger.
All right.
Or
Well, thank
MK9.
you so much for showing her off. I appreciate it.
I
Shit's
think
fucking
she's gonna be
dope.
a character that appeals
Goddamn.
to people that don't want to fight up close, but you want to use your brain.
Okay.
You want to kind of have to think about what projectile moves you want to do, what keep out tactics you want to use.
Do you think she'd be good for
If
people
you
who
ever
are just
hit that
starting out?
low, I'd just go straight into the
There's
vines. I'd
nothing
want
hard
to do a
about
combo.
execution
Like
ones.
fuck
I
that.
picked her up pretty quick,
gonna
so it's more
go into a throw.
The depth is thinking about when is the appropriate time to use. So I think if you're new and you don't want to play up close, she'd be a great pick.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This has been a look at CETRION in Mortal Kombat 11. Make sure to check out some of our other videos for Mortal Kombat 11. And as always, you can
Hell yeah.
go ahead and
Thank
read
you,
the
Game
cover
Informer.
story.
Shout out Game Informer for this video. God damn. Yeah, she's cool. Definitely gonna play her. Definitely gonna play her, Collector, and definitely Scarlet, obviously. Fucking love Scarlet. Hopefully they'll add Ermac. Add fucking Ermac DLC, please. Alright, that's it. That's your boy. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, support your boy. Dieggerss.